Hi, my name is Isabella Breitenbach, and this is my creative critical reflection of my final project, Bake It, my magazine. Throughout this recording, I will be discussing the process of creating my magazine and the different aspects that were involved throughout the making. So here, as you can see, the cover of my magazine follows the traditional food magazine that you would find in a store, with a bold title that catches the viewer's eye, followed by the background of a cake. This immediately portrays to the audience or reader that this magazine is about food and or baking, just from the picture and the simple title. I didn't want to do a bunch of cover lines because I didn't want to distract the reader, but I did want to include a few important points that will be featured later in the table of contents and in the double page spread. I wanted to encompass simplicity and also uniqueness. Creating a large, bold title is very important, and it's the first thing that you see when you look at the magazine. This is going to help the viewers decide what the magazine is about and if they're going to take interest in it. Different aspects that I included on the cover page of my magazine were things such as numbers, such as the 45, which tells the reader how many recipes they will be getting in the magazine that they purchase. Also, words and phrases like unique recipes, from scratch, get to know, featuring a segment. All of these words are very important to include as the audience can quickly read these and see what the magazine has inside. Next, I'm going to be talking about the contents page. It is one of the most shortest but important parts of a magazine. This is my contents page. So as you can see, it is featuring 5 different magazine articles, one of them being my 2-page spread, Bake My Day. Starting off with the first page, I thought it was very important to include a full page spread of an image as it draws the reader in. On the bottom, it including raspberry macarons, page 43 for full recipe and instructions. This helps draw the reader in, and it draws their eye to the second page as they can read all the other articles that I have provided for them. This page represents social groups and issues, as each article is unique in its own way. Making sure they're each based on cooking or baking, each article has its own unique twist to it. Lastly, my double page spread, Bake My Day. I'm going to be giving a quick overview of it and explaining how it challenges conventions as I include my British grandma who traveled here from England and the recipes that I included of hers inside my magazine. Here is my double page spread, first catching your eye with a unique headliner followed by a backstory of my baking history and recipes to the English pastries my grandma has taught me to bake. My magazine engages with an audience attentive to food and baking, providing multiple recipes in a short but sweet story. Most magazines share facts and knowledgeable information about a product, but I share my story on my British grandma who traveled to the States from England, explaining why baking is so important to me and how these recipes have made my love for baking so much larger. Just like your average cookbook, I provided ingredients and directions word for word straight from my grandma's cookbook that she has passed down to me. My magazine could be distributed as a real media text, as a print, or digitally. You could find my printed magazine in grocery stores or drugstores or anything to that extent, but it could also be found digitally as it is recipes and directions, and it can be easily followed online or in print. Here is my entire project as a whole. I'm very proud of my outcome as this is something I've never done before, and being able to experience and learn about production and software and being able to create a magazine from scratch is definitely a really amazing experience, and I'll be able to use my knowledge in this field in the future.